Brand new Outlander, 2014 Outlander, 800 max, XT. Well, this is it right here. It's the Outlander Max XT.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ultimate Outdoors. Today what I want to do is I want to do a little review on my 2014 Can-am Outlander 800 Max. I bought it last April. It was beginning April, end of March, beginning of April. So I got to ride it all last summer and into the fall. Went on quite a few rides. Didn't get a whole lot of miles on it. I don't know, somewhere around 340, 350, but a lot of hard miles. So I just want to tell you a little bit about it and give you my thoughts on it. So now the first ride I took the bike on was the Snert Run, which is down on Barnes Corners. Lots of snow, tons of snow this year. It was hard to go. Did a lot of pushing for bikes and stuff, but I can't say this bike, I never did have to push this bike. It went through really well. Stock tires worked pretty good, lots of power. I didn't want to overdo it because I was still breaking in the belt, but it's cold out here in this garage. It's only about 20 degrees out, so anyways, I just had to tell that. This bike performed pretty well up there. Couldn't go everywhere we wanted to go. A lot of places were shut down, people were just stuck, bottlenecked. Did a lot of pushing on other bikes, but I didn't have to push this bike. So I was pretty pleased with it for the first ride. It worked pretty good. The second run I did with it was our poker run here. It's all railroad bed. It's pretty smooth, so it was a nice ride. Put some miles on it, but it was nothing too strenuous on the bike. It's just a smooth riding bike. This bike right here, just like my other Can-am I had for a little while, the suspension and stuff is just unbelievable. You take off through a field, and it's just like you're riding down the road almost. It's really nice to ride, rider friendly. The power steering, I've never had a bike with power steering, but it works great. I love the power steering. I'll never go back, I can guarantee you that. And as far as the two-up, we rode double for 10 years, the wife and I, on a Kodiak 400 with a back seat box on the back. And I'll tell you, it's that bike, it was like a tank. I mean, it just always run, but we put a lot of miles on it.
Huh?
And it wasn't the most comfortable to ride.
Jump on with Blake.
But once we got
I
this
want to videotape this.
She got back in her little perch back there, and I was able to just jump up in the front and drive. I don't even know she's there. And every once in a while she'll give me a swap if I'm going a little too fast or whatever. But I feel like I'm riding by myself, so it's really cool. It's just fun to ride. It's smooth. So the next ride I went on, let's see, it was Tupper Lake. Now, I'd never been to Tupper Lake before. This is my first time up there. What a beautiful place to ride.
Playground there for kids.
The first day, not much for mud, but some nice trails, backwood trails, new trails that were tipsy and not cut real well, and I love that stuff. And the same problem I had there was just the bottoming out. Bottomed out a few times. The power the bike has and everything else, it worked great for up there on the first day. The second day up there was mud, and it was like every 100 feet you come to a mud hole. And so I started getting in the mud, testing the bike out with stock tires. Stock tires did really well. I mean, it's got ground clearance until you're going fast and you're hitting bumps and rocks that seem to bottom out. But, once I got up there in the mud, the ground clearance helped. You know, it could use a lot more, and that's what hopefully I'm going to do with it. But she just got all kinds of power. In 4-wheel drive, she walks through a lot of stuff. But when you do get them stuck, they're stuck. They're a heavy bike, and I did get stuck a few times. But it was a blast. We had a great time up there. The trails, the mud, it was mud after mud, and great people up there. Had a great time, and I'm hoping this year, 2015, go back up there. It's a beautiful place, great place to ride, and great people. So hopefully, so after that ride, the very next weekend, we headed for Tall Pines. Now we get down to Tall Pines, and I've been there. This was my second time there, and I just love the place. I mean, it's rider friendly. Everybody's friendly. It's a great place to ride. So we got down there, and they had their mud bog, and of course I had to get in the mud bog and give that a shot. And I had a blast going through the mud bog and all that stuff. But after the mud bogs, I encountered my second problem with the bike that I didn't like, which there's nothing you can do, it's just the way they are. The radiator was getting packed with mud. It's located down here, and I was having overheating problems. Light kept coming on, so I'm getting towed by Honda back to clean up my radiator some more. I tried to get back on my own, but sometimes you got to take some help when you can get it. Oh well, what are you gonna do? That's what you get when you're playing in the mud bog. So I'd have to, you know, let it cool down. I got it back and pressure washed it out a few times, and it helped. And it did it a couple times after that. You get in the mud, and it would splash up in there. And so that's the problem I'm having. What I'm hoping to do here before this spring is I'm going to have a relocator kit put in. I want to put my radiator up here, get it up out of there to avoid that problem, because I don't want to say I like getting in the mud and water up to here, but you know, I like to go through mud and that kind of stuff, and I just don't like the bike, that light coming on. So hopefully that'll cure that problem. So hopefully here in the near future I'll be getting a relocator kit, and I'll have the radiator put up here. So we'll see what happens. But Tall Pines had a great time. I got to ride by myself. My wife, she couldn't ride all the year last year because she tore her knee up. So she's ready for this year, though. She's looking forward to it and can't wait to start riding. So won't be long, the winter ride's coming up, so we'll get her out on it. But, then after that weekend, the very next weekend, 3 weekends in a row this is, the next weekend was Newton Falls again. And it was a rainy, sloppy mess. And it was a blast. I bring my umbrella because I like to videotape.
Hey, chance of rain today?
I got lots of video of people playing in the mud. I got some videos, some girls wrestling in the mud and getting thrown in the mud. And just had a blast. Same problem I had again was the bottoming out. This is a rocky place, and I bottomed out one time extremely hard, and I hurt myself on that one. So that wasn't all that fun. So I'm gonna do something with that problem hopefully this winter. Spring spacers. So hopefully that'll be taken care of. If anybody has any suggestions or companies to get the spring spacers from, please leave a comment down below. I haven't started looking for them yet, but I'm going to hear shortly, and want to get some for it. So let me know. about it for my year of riding. I did a little bit, you know, just here and there, nothing, no major runs after that Moon Falls ride. But the bike overall is an awesome bike. I love the bike. Like I said, a few small things that I think I could take care of. The bottoming out and the radiator I got to relocate up here. And but other than that, it's just an awesome bike. I love it. And the wife didn't get to ride as much as she wanted to, but this year she can't wait. So it won't be long. We'll be back out on it. But one thing I want to do, I do want to show you with this bike. And when they showed it to me the first time, I loved it. It's a great feature. And I showed some other people that got new Can-Ams, and they didn't know that did that. So basically, this whole console right here comes off the four-wheeler. Just pops on like that, and it needs some cleaning bad. So I got to do some work on this. But let me show you what I'm talking about here. Everything is snorkeled up to here. This is for your belt system, the intake for your belt system. Right there's your air intake, and then this is for all your differentials and stuff. So everything is right up underneath here. It works perfect. It's not hidden down in where you can't see the stuff, and I just like that feature. And then this thing just snaps back on there when you're done. So it's pretty cool. I like that. There, it just pops back on there. It's a little tricky. You got to get the grooves lined up, but pops right back on there. So I love the bike. No major complaints. A few little things. No bike's perfect. So I highly recommend the Can-Am Outlander. I went with the 800. This was the one that was available. I traded in an 800. Could have went up to the 1000, but 800 has plenty of power for what I do, and I have no regrets. Love the bike. Alright, today I want to just do a featured channel. It's a great channel. You guys probably already know it. It's Cubbies. He's out of Canada, Northern Ontario up there somewhere. All ATV and stuff. He's got a couple of Grizzlies, or one's a Grizzly, one's a Kodiak. They got tracks on the bikes. They do winter rides, summer rides. They commentate. Very cool channel. Very, very cool channel. And he just, this Christmas, ended up getting a Can-Am Outlander. So a brand new bike that he'll be featuring in his videos this year. So check him out. Great stuff. Gave me some ideas on some mics for my camera. He does different kinds of things. He communicates with his wife. His wife rides. They ride together. They go remote places in Canada. Very cool channel. Good scenery. Nice trails. So check him out. Cubbies. You won't regret checking him out. So thanks for watching this episode. I got to get back inside before it freezes to death out here. It is freaking cold, and my camera's going to quit first, one or the other. And so comment down below if you want to be featured in the upcoming video. Please subscribe, hit like, all that good stuff. I'm going inside for a freeze. Ultimate Outdoors. Later.